Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight will be a masterclass. Please make sure you have your pen and your paper ready. Okay? Welcome, everybody. This is your girl, Erica, from the Classy Climb blog. If you're stumbling on this channel and like, who is this woman? I'm a YouTuber who manages 2 million in assets through headache and struggle. But also, I'm the author of the Smartphone Millionaire book, How to Invest in People, Businesses, and Real Estate from the palm of your hand, okay? Which is important and powerful because that phone is powerful. Also, author of the Gratitude Journal, How to Develop Gratitude and Mindfulness. You need mindfulness right now to calibrate and get yourself ready for next year. And let me go ahead and be honest. If you're planning on starting January 1st, you're already behind. Let me be very clear. There's so much I'm going to hit you over the head with today. I'm trying to calm myself as I get excited to tell you. First things first. Dave Ramsey got attacked by let me just call it what it is, a food worker. Essentially a food worker who worked at Dave Ramsey's headquarters for an event, hired out, of course, outsourced. This party had 1,500 people there. He complained about it. That's not very safe. Now, let me just tell you what I already assumed. This is some soft dude in Tennessee working in food service. Instead of saying, oh my God, I got to work the Dave Ramsey big party. So grateful to see people. So grateful to bump shoulders with so many wealthy people. This guy took the time to complain. I can already tell you that's where their life is. Their life is a struggle already, I can tell you. Part 2. Did you in the community tab go look up the Rebecca Lynn Pope video? If you did not, you will miss critical parts of what I'm going to talk to you about tonight. I'm giving you a masterclass on what I just saw was acting at its finest. It was 48 laws of power, multiple power levels. It was a platform swing, if I've ever seen one. It was dressing on dressing on dressing. It was a perfect swing hit pitch that I just saw. No, Dave Ramsey did not get physically beat up. Dave Ramsey, you're so confused. Chickaboom, when you're confused, guess what we should do? Shh. That's what we should do. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and show you. But the show tonight is one about Dave Ramsey having a party. And why did he have a party, you guys? Why? Because he built this fabulous location that will be used for future entertainment. And they will use it. Dave Ramsey has been open this whole time. Again, I told you, when we look at the other side of this wealth transfer that we're experiencing, Dave Ramsey and Grant Cardone will be billionaires. And people will go, but they're on opposite spectrums. How is this possible? It's possible because they are two real identities in America. Two real identities in America. And think about that. Someone had the unmitigated gall to be a food server at Dave Ramsey's event and complain. I'm going to share the screen in a second here. Give me a second. I get this on here for y'all because I know many of you are like, what are you talking about, Erica? Whatever do you mean? And I'm going to give you this masterclass because if I don't give it to you, you'll be like many of the people who are out here shocked, mouth wide open on YouTube, like, but I thought she was. And there, sir, you thought wrong. There, sir, you played yourself. I just have to do it. Hold on a second. I'm going to get you guys in. Don't you worry. And if you haven't been on our channel's community page tab, in our community tab, we have some of the hot fire conversations. You guys give amazing hot fire conversations, and it's beautiful. It is just absolutely beautiful. Your commentary on there cracks me up, and every time I go on there, I have a good time. Now I'm going to go ahead and share the screen here. Thank you guys for already Cash Apping again. The Cash App symbol is in my name, SWI Investment. Thank you for supporting the channel. I hope you guys are ready. Let's go ahead and see it. Now, let's go ahead and close this out. You know when you got too many windows open in your channel now. But definitely drop your city and state in here because I love that. I love that. It helps me and it helps you. It helps me determine where some of you guys are coming from and where some of the marketing is going. Okay. Now, when someone said, Eric, I was a little lost. What are you talking about? There'll be two conversations here. Y'all are smart enough to keep up. You guys are older than 12. You got this. Stick with me. Get your pen and paper ready. Put your pants on. Put your pants on. All right. Because we're getting ready to go. I hope you're ready. First things first. Dave Ramsey. Christian, stop it. Christian, of course it puts this, it blocks me. Hold on, let me go back one. It's gonna keep marketing crap I don't want. Quit it. We don't need a Honda car. All right. Can you guys see that? Let me double check, make sure it's showing up. I think it's gonna kill the computer here. Oh, too much. Yep, it killed it. It's too much for the computer. Stop sharing. Let me get a different link in there. My computer was like, no, not today. All right, let's get y'all a different link so y'all can be able to see. Can you see me? Put a 1 in the comments if you can see me. Put a 1 in the comments if you can see me. It is deciding it doesn't want me to give you this hot fire. But hold on, we're going to give it to you. We're going to give it to you. They're not stopping me today. Hold on. Let's do this. How dare them? Let me see if I can slide this by. Okay. I think we're going to be able to make this one work. Okay, you guys ready? Can you see me? Good. That's what we need. We need you guys in here. Let me know you can see me. Let me know you appreciate the channel. I try to bring y'all the hot fire. Thank you again for the cash apps. Thank you so much. I appreciate them. You guys are hitting me. I appreciate every single one. I will read them. India Ferguson, thank you for the $10 cash app. Appreciate it. Thank you. Owelu, I don't want to kill it. Yetmit for the $20 cash app. I appreciate y'all supporting the channel. All right. First, we'll kick it off with Dave Ramsey. Then I'm going to kick it to where you know I'm going to go. Okay. Hundreds gathered at the Ramsey Solutions Christmas soiree in Franklin. The Christian financial guru, Dave Ramsey, threw a largely massless indoor party Saturday night. Now, let me be very clear. 1,500 people were at this party. We are in Nashville, Tennessee, Franklin, Tennessee, if you want to go on to the record. This isn't New York. This isn't California. This is Tennessee, where hundreds, if not thousands, are fleeing New York and fleeing California to move to. Why? Because daggone it, they believe in freedom. Now, two, Dave Ramsey built this amazing building. We've talked about this before. He built this amazing building that was built to host people, educate people, train people. They built it almost debt free, or that's what they say. We won't comment on that. I don't think he built that debt free. But anyway, across different floors of one building, guests drank and line danced together, gorged on barbecue, gambled in a fake casino, and partied in a silent disco, meant to help others enjoy the party. Outside, there were igloos, dessert food trucks, carriage rides to be had. Several open bars were scattered throughout the building. One worker, some scaly punk worker, that's what I said, and I won't take it back, estimated there were over 1,000 guests in the building, the vast majority of them without masks, as well as several dozen workers like himself. So he just told on himself, I had no mask on. I'm handing out hors d'oeuvres, however you know what I'm trying to say, y'all. I'm handing out drinks. Thank God I have a job. But no, this beta male, yeah, I said that word, this soft man who is a food server, instead of being like, thank God I got to do the Dave Ramsey event and put money in my pocket tonight via my job, when millions are out of work, decided to say there was absolutely no social distance being practiced, says the worker who spoke on a condition of anonymity because he is a punk. And the company, let me be very careful. The company who catered this event, trust me, they already looking through the list of who could have said something. Not Raphael, not Jose, not Jerome. Oh, you, Brad? Was it you, Brad, over there running them mouths with your purple hair? Yeah, we got you, Brad. You're fired. You're done. You're done. Now, the event was called Boots and Barbecue, at which vendors allegedly urged them to not wear masks. Is consistent on how people have approached this pandemic. Now, this is a slaughter piece. Let me be very careful. Every article I read on this, on Dave Ramsey, has been a slaughter piece. This is just a little bit of a nicer slaughter piece because they're in Nashville and they know if they want to keep this magazine going, they got to be a little careful. Okay, so let me finish. In March, Ramsey kept the company offices open with the staff coming to work on site even after employees tested positive. He railed against the strict public health measures on his radio show, calling them totalitarian, framing guidance to wear masks, which are not required at the Ramsey Solutions office, a sign as a rational fear. You know why? Because 99.9% of people are recovered from this. If you feel sickly, go home. If you are not able-bodied, go home. But let me finish. Some people will say, I'm being too much. How dare you, Erica? I have kids. Yeah, kids who are the least likely to get this disease. Yeah, kids under 14, least likely. Fauci even told us to send the kids back to school, but I'll continue. In July, Ramsey opted to host a large business conference at his company headquarters, rather than going along with the COVID-19 protocols required by the Florida hotel that was originally scheduled to host the event. Do you hear that? He took that money from Florida and said, bump it. I'm going to host it at my headquarters that I built off Dave Ramsey empire money. I've been saying the same thing for 35 years, almost 32, 35 years. And I am Dave Ramsey. We going to have this party. Okay, let me go ahead and finish. The company's defiance of public health guidance has continued, even as dozens of employees infected by the virus. Now, let's be very clear. Dave Ramsey hires thousands of people. Thousands. Okay. If a dozen people out of 2,000 people at a workplace, that's 12 people, have it, you did pretty daggone good. Say what you will. Erica, how dare you? I'm going to say it. Okay, let's come on now. If 12 people out of 2,000, your office did pretty well. And let's be really honest. A lot of men are being hit with COVID. What are men not doing? I know y'all going to throw the hate at me and I'm okay with it tonight. I want you to take this class. I want you to get it. It's free. I'm giving it to you. Men ain't washing their hands. Let's say that again. Men ain't washing their hands. We already know this. University of Texas did a study swabbing all the gas stations and all the stores around here. And they said by the time you go throughout your day, you have touched 6 penises in the course of your day. Because people are that nasty. They're not washing their hands and they're touching all these doors and gas pumps and money and AMTs and the cash register. Yeah, they nasty. They nasty. That's why I don't eat at buffets. Because I know Mr. Larry ain't washed his hands. I know Mr. Joe ain't washed them either. Okay? So again, 2 cents on there, COVID. Okay. Just had to take my little water break. Anyway, a masked, ununiformed officer from the Franklin Police Department, you see how they threw them under the bus there? Stopped each car at the entrance of the headquarters as a private security detail looked on. The company was apparently keen on keeping private eyes from the event. That's right, because the wealthy, the business owners in America will keep on living like it's 2018. Okay? Now, people are like, but what about the people who didn't want to come? Guess what? Dave Ramsey's made sure people who did not want to come were well paid and could work from home and did not have to come. Okay. Isn't that something? Isn't that sweet? Isn't that sweet? So anyway, you guys, again, when they asked, hey, because they're haters, we asked Shelley Walker, of the spokesperson of the state health department, why are they having an event? And guess what? You know what she said? The Ramsey's building is within Franklin County city limits, but guess what? It's a private property and a private company. We don't have no jurisdiction on that. Think about that. Private company, private piece of property. We can't go over there acting stupid. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Pay attention. What did I just say? Private property, private company. Everybody's been seeing Christian Guzman in Houston build this giant alpha elite fitness center, swimming pool, basketball court, all this stuff. And they're like, how is he going to be able to do this? I promise you, my name is Erica Williams. Today is December 14th, 2020. Watch that facility become a private facility. It's a private gym on private property. Mark my words, today is December 14th. Write it down, make a note, bring it back up to my attention later. That is how a lot of these people are going to get around these guidelines, and you won't be able to do anything about it. Trust me, there are lawyers in every city and every state right now working their little hearts out, trying to figure out how, when, where, what they can do to stop it, right? Okay. And, oh gosh, there's 218 people here. Thank you all for being here. I just want to make sure, Siri to Banks, please stay in the daggone house, please. Please stay in the house for 2 years. Like your lovely not doctor, didn't finish college, didn't finish anything Bill Gates told you to do. Please stay in the house. We need more of you to stay in the house. Please. Please. Please stay in the house. Stay right in the house all day. Don't come out. Okay. And can you guys hear me as well? Can everybody hear me? Go ahead and put a 1 in the comments if you can hear me. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Thank you for super chatting. Thank you guys for cash apping. You guys have been very supportive. I appreciate every single one of you for supporting this channel. Highly appreciate it. Now, why did I bring this up, y'all? Why did I bring this up? I want you to understand that the rich ain't doing what we doing. They're not doing what we doing. They are going on and living their lives. They're going to run businesses. They're going to start companies. They're going to hire people. Every time I'm in my class teaching the rise of 20%, the middleman to millions, I am telling y'all, the cost to hire people is low. It's lower than it's ever been, and it will be that way next year too. All these middle managers that are going bye-bye, right? Bye-bye, okay? They will also need to be able to work. Point blank, period. They will need to be able to work. And so I'm sitting here trying to get you guys to understand this, that we have this social media culture that's not realistic. Now, in the email I sent to people on the email list today, I said, stop asking $3 questions. Start asking $30,000 questions. Now, I can't take full credit. Oh, yes, honey. Private islands, private jets. Kim Kardashian flying out 50 people to an island. Sure, y'all can do what y'all want. I'm going to fly all 50, 60, whatever people they had out there. But then you got to count the workers. So that's another probably 20 people, 20, 30. So about 100 people. We out here on an island living our own lives. Why do you think there was such a raised increase of private plane clubs? I'm getting my private pilot license right this moment. Okay? Trust me, we will not operate. We will not move like everybody else moves. And I'm going to be really honest. Okay? I'm going to be really honest. Everybody was inviting me this past week to the Clubhouse stuff. I don't have Apple phone. I have Android. And I was like, okay, y'all trying to hurt my feelings. Whatever. But then here's what I realized. So many people kept calling me, Erica, they out here capping. I watch your channel. I know what you said is this is true. That is true. They out here capping. I said, I know. Because they need this social media to make it. I don't. I can turn this off and go be a painting company again. I can go get a fencing company again. I can go start another cleaning business. I can go do all of those things, because once you learn how to do them once, you can do them again. And there will always be someone who does not, AKA Brad, snitch on the dinner party. I'm upset. He, instead of being like, thank God I have a job in the middle of freaking December, making good money, because this is a private event, and I'll pressure you that they didn't cater that catering company for no money. Okay. Instead of him thinking, what gratitude, I get to see this amazing, beautiful building that I've heard lots of because I live in Nashville, he went right there and was like, oh, I don't get to wear a mask. Well, go home, Brad. Go home. Why did you even show up? Did you think 1,500 people are going to be walking around in a Christmas party with a mask on? Listen, tell him. SNS Consulting. I spoke with a regional manager who was making $110,000, was willing to accept a job offer for $75,000. I had to stop him from lowballing himself any further. Let me be very clear. $75,000 once you take your taxes out is what? 55? That means he cut his income in half. I always do it by the math. When men try to say, oh, honey, I'm an engineer here. I make $100K. Okay, baby, let's take the taxes out. You make $65,000, 70. Not trying to be, listen, Doc D. Taylor. Brad knew what he was signing up for. To work an event of 1,500 people. I've been with catering businesses before. We don't, listen, let me tell you how long ago this was. I was catering when I first moved to Austin, maybe, or like a couple years in, and I catered an event when Apple just opened. Well, our company catered, but that's not even the point. And I mean, it was thousands of people coming down in pajamas and silliness. And they had already told us, hey, this is what to expect. You know, Apple's really lax about the dress code. So you're going to see people, just be honest with what they told us. You're going to see men dressed as women and women dressed as men. You're going to see people in pajamas. And that's what it's going to be. Okay, no problem. They told us this days in advance. If Brad is so scary Brad, really what it is Brad's a beta bitch. And he's bitter balls because he sees all these people in this room with money. Let's keep it a buck. Let's stop playing these games like, the people don't want to get sick, Erica. They're just scared but they're out there drinking beer, doing coke, smoking weed, taking dangerous car rides. Trust me, I don't believe this, but people are just scared. They're just scared, Erica. No, a lot of people are haters. They're just haters. Stop trying to sell me on this, that people are scared to death. They're scared to death. But he was quick to find a journalist to talk about this party. Come on now. Come on, y'all. Be honest with yourself. He was so scared. All of a sudden, he immediately found a journalist. Let me tell you something. For this $75 you about to give him to do this story. Come on now. Y'all make me sick with that. Y'all don't be in on here on this. Like, the scared and the sick, you know. You just, come on, Erica. Come on. I forgot to hear that. Okay. Now, back to what I was going to say before I get off on a tangent. What I'm trying to get you to understand is business owners will not move like you move. They never have and never will. There is a game being played and you have to decide if you want to play the game or not. Right? Because if Brad was smart, he'd be like, man, let me go back up there to Dave Ramsey. Hey, I worked that catering party. I thought this was an amazing company to work for. I would love to take an entry-level job. I would love it. Thank you, please. Different story. Right? And again, that's the thing. That's the thing. Okay? So again, I'm just going to be careful there. But here's the deal. Why am I bringing this up about Dave Ramsey? Dave Ramsey is telling you, live like no one else, so later you can live like no one else. What does our culture teach us? YOLO, assume, overcome, get crazy, get drunk, do drugs, do all kind of, you know what, mess your money up. It's okay. Mess your money up, girl. You can come back. This is what society's teaching you. So when someone's teaching you kind of a consistent, and trust me, it was no mistake that all these articles were like Christian financial guru. Like it was a derogatory term. That's great. It's absolutely great. Okay. So anyway, I just want to clarify that. And the problem is, instead of people using this 9 months to pivot, educate themselves, they are doing very like coward things like, oh my God, I'm terrified. I'm terrified. He who has the conviction wins, whether it's on the phone, whether it's in person, whether it's on video. He who has conviction wins. Now, let me hear you. Let me tell you this way. I finished being in a little, what we call 3-hour group mastermind earlier today. And people on there were sharing their market list and their buyers list. Now, you're going to say, Erica, why would people share their markets and their buyer list and where they buy data from? Oh my God, why would you do that? Because see, the instinct you have is to be selfish, to hide what you have, to hover down, to cover, because you're in a scarcity mentality. Yeah, I don't post my woman on social media because I don't want y'all talking to her. Well, then is she your woman? I don't know. Right? People can have whole lives out here that are not on social media. So let me be careful. But I just want to be very careful. The scarcity mentality thing, you got to let that go. Abundance and scarcity cannot live in the same house all day. They can share a couple rooms, but they can't be in the same vein at the same time. Okay? Now, part of why I was saying business owners do what they want, company morale is important. I want you to put yourself in Dave Ramsey's shoes right now. You know, and I know, next year financially is going to be a slaughterhouse for millions of Americans. A freaking slaughterhouse. His office knows we worked hard before, but next 2-3 years, we're going to work till our fingers hurt. We're going to lose people on staff. We're going to listen, it's not an inconvenient, a coincidence that Dave Ramsey hired all these different personalities who are saying the same thing he's saying, but they're just his daughter, who's a young white woman, stay-at-home mom, Anthony O'Neill, who's a young black man, millennials, right? Should I get married? Millennials. Chris Hansen, is that his name? That's not his name. What's his name? The black guy with the deep voice, millionaires. He's older, before the baby boomers, but not a baby boomer. There is a reason he's hired all these personalities to come into this show space to help this, because they know how big this will be. Right? And again, I want you to, in your mind, realize the morale he's trying to build. I built this building. We're going to use this building. This is an amazing event. Eat, drink, be merry, because next year it will be a bloodbath. And that's just the truth of it, right? Okay. They won't be restructuring their company. Their company actually is going to be bigger. Let's be really honest. I keep trying to educate y'all, but I realize it's a struggle. Some of y'all ain't following. Dave Ramsey, the basics of adult, this is how much you make. This is your budget. Follow it. Follow it for 1.5 years till you pay off all your debt. Some people have never been educated to that in their life. There are several books out there that I've read for couples dating, that's just basic knowledge. Love and Respect, this classic book, The 5 Love Languages. And just to give y'all a little funny, I remember asking this man what was his love language, and this man looked me dead in my eyes and said Spanish. He was a black man. And I said, do you know Spanish? No. Sir, do you know what love languages are? Okay. Physical touch. Physical touch, right? You know what I'm saying? Acts of service, quality time, gifts. I mean, again, there's 5 of them, but I just want you to understand that most adults have bare minimal communication skills. A lot of the stuff you see online that sometimes I think is basic, people have never heard of in their whole life. The other day, someone messaged me and said, what book should I read? I said, honey, I do. I go out and do. I read books. I listen to Audible. It's a part of my routine. But if you want me to give you a book on what is my life, I can't even give you that book because it's called Get Your Ass Up and Go Do. That's the problem. We don't have this honest discussion that you can go read books all you want this year. If you won't pick up the phone and talk to somebody, if you won't even, and here's the funniness about our society. Batch text leads is amazing because people don't even want to talk on the phone to somebody. They rather text you, selling their house that they've inherited than actually physically get on the phone with you. That's where we're at in our society. I want you to understand that. Now, there will be people who won't be comfortable with texting to sell a whole house, but there'll be a lot that will, because the communication skills are so poor. They can't physically, they can't. Now, they can talk, but they've literally figured, I can just text you. Oh my God, this is better. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? So I just want you to be very clear of that. And so in this 3-hour little thing I was in earlier today, there are people who are cold calling cash buyers. There are people who are cold calling people at their house right now, like, hey, guess what? I know it's about to be Christmas. We hate to bother you, but you know, that house that you have, that you own, that's empty and vacant and you paying taxes on, what are you planning on doing with that? Is it a burden? Is it a struggle on you? Don't you want to be rid of that house before Christmas? Don't you want to be lean and ready to go for 2021? All these tired landlords that you guys are looking for, there ain't many, but they'll be out there. There'll be some. If you wait to January 1st, let me just tell you, the meeting I got out of earlier today, the heavy hitters still have their people calling. They still have their people going on about life. There are people who've taken off from their trainer for the rest of the year. So my trainer's like, hey, yeah, let's go do this. Let's get rid. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to go until I fly out of here to go back to North Carolina for Christmas. And he's like, I'm so glad. Most people take the last 2 weeks off. For what? So they can eat and be merry? I'm just being very, very clear with y'all. Okay. I'm just being very clear with y'all that people have already started 2021 right now. There are companies and people already doing marketing, already paying for marketing way in advance than what you think. Already scheduling and planning all the way to April. I had a meeting today with the tax office because if you don't know, let me be very clear. In business, if you don't know your numbers and someone tries to tell you something, they can get you. You got to know your numbers. So I didn't care. I had to sit there for how many hours today. We was going to sit there and talk about it till we got it right. And that's the difference. Some of y'all don't want to have those tough conversations. You really don't want to do this. Now, I'm just going to say, stop having those $3 questions. Have a $30,000 question. What is a $3 question? Well, Erica, what if I save, $12 by a month by cutting off my Netflix? What if I budget it? At some point, baby, you're going to have to make more money. I think it was 27% of teachers are thinking of quitting for 2021 because the conditions suck and they hate being on the computer. They don't like being in front of the kids that way. Okay, cool. You already know what's going to happen. Younger teachers will fill their space. That's it. Right? Because at some point you realize, what are they doing it for? So anyway, let me go on with the rest of the show. Now, anybody in here know who Rebecca Lynn Pope is? Put a 1 in the comments if you know who she is. Or put a no. If you don't know, let me educate you by sharing the screen. We're going to review this woman's life. And I like her. Outside of, let me be careful how I want to say that. I like her outside of the whole dating thing, the whole guru coach, because Rebecca Lynn Pope is that person who, used to say, people get business cards and network. Oh, that doesn't work. It does. She basically had business cards saying she was the president of a particular type of company for almost 3 to 5 years, if you actually go hear her story. And she finally met the right person at a party who was like, oh, great, you're a woman, you're a minority, great, we need that government contract, $5 million. That was her first closed deal. So when people try to say, oh, Erica, networking is dead, who cares? I'm like, baby, you could walk in a room and change someone's life and change your own life. Again, when y'all sit here and proximity is everything. And now let me be careful because I know someone might come for my neck about these average women getting with these very good looking men. Now, I'm going to just say that very carefully. I know some people who are in the gym kind of life and their significant other is not hot. Dude's hot. Several of them, they're gym owners that are at this mastermind. I know wives are average. Now people say, well, they got them when they was young. No, they didn't. These are men in their 30s. No, they didn't. It's proximity. Somebody's in your space, more likely rub elbows, but I'm gonna leave that alone because some of y'all don't get, some of that went over some of y'all head. And a lot of times you see some of these tech guys, they make a lot of money, but they're still that same guy from college that really didn't have a lot of experience. They're out there, trust me. So anyway, let me just go on about this. This is Rebecca Lynn Pope. This is her husband. Again, 52. I can't remember exact age. Anyway, long story short, she was a dating coach, married a pastor, quit being a dating coach because people were unrealistic. Now, nah, Floyd, I want to show you, I really want to educate you on the power of sales and marketing. And what, if y'all didn't see this video, when you get done here, I need you to go watch it because I'm going to name off all the 48 laws of power, what I just saw, why the acting was over the top, but perfect. Okay, now, what can a late 40s, 50s, former dating coach, goes viral in the men's space on internet, goes viral. Men are like, yes, yes, girl, yes. See, tell those women, right? Because she was telling them, hey, you guys are being unrealistic. Go work out at the gym. Look a little bit better, sis. Be a little softer. Wear a dress or two. Hey, this is common sense. If you don't have a mama and daddy in your life telling you to soften up, lose a little weight. My mom has told me, did you walk today? Trust me, I have a military mom. Did you walk today, girl? You got to go for a walk every day now, girl. Take care of yourself. Did you eat some fruit today? You dig what I'm saying? If you don't have a mama, daddy, uncle, cousin, brother, whoever saying that to you, you got some other stuff going on. You dig what I'm saying? You got some other stuff going on in your family, okay? Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is, in this space, when you go viral, you have to decide what are you going to do next with that viral. And every time people go viral, when people go viral, now let's be very frank. Many men in the manosphere and different places on the internet were like, good girl, tell them they're unrealistic. Made her go a little viral, okay? So she had a soulmate attraction masterclass. Okay? I'm just saying what it is. I'm going to say what it is. Now, the video she's responding to, that many people have responded to, we don't need it, but it's there. It's going over. You can look at this video on your own time. She is, I got to give my, she breaking out the cell phone, black bars on the side, real, break it on down video. Now, I want you to watch this video and I'm trying to see where she started crying. Did I miss it? I think I did. Nope, did I? Anyway, there's a point in this video she starts crying. Now, I'm going to just tell you about this whole video. I want you to go watch it because I'm not a side-by-side person. I can't do it the way I want to do it. But I want you to be very clear. I want you to go watch this video. And I'm going to tell you why. Here's the 48 laws of power, okay? But before we hit that, social media, Social Dilemma. It's on Netflix. Go watch it. It's where people are out here creating their own little magical worlds via this internet. That's why when I tell you I could turn this internet off and go make money in the real world and live with real people, some people can. This is what they got. And if they ain't had this, they wouldn't even be where they are today. That's all I'm saying on that part. Number one, unrealistic expectations, period, in life. You got people out here, when you tell them about different job opportunities going into tech, making 100 to 150,000 a year if they just go into tech. Do I have to do math? Do I have to change what I'm doing? Because what they were telling you is, I want to be a subpar job worker. I just want to come to work and do a little bit of work, but not a lot of work. And that doesn't exist. That's unrealistic, okay? But again, remember, conviction over the phone, conviction in person, conviction on video. Whoever is most convinced wins. So if I get on a video and I'm crying and I'm passionate like the way I am right now, because you guys know I'm a passionate person, I have strong conviction of what I'm trying to tell you, correct? The person who's most convinced wins. This is something they teach you about in sales every day. I pull you in, I get all emotional, and then I'm convinced. I'm more convinced than you. So again, your power, my power, you're going to be more likely to go with the flow, right? Right? Okay. With that being said, I'm going to go here. Go here tight, very carefully. Number one is you will make mistakes with money. You will make mistakes with life. These are things we cannot avoid. Now, number one, some of these rules might have the right number, some of them may not. It's just, this is a great book. Get it for yourself. I'm just saying, number one, never outshine the master. Never outshine the master. I've lost business deals, contracts, all kind of things. I've even canceled deals with people when they were trying to, let's be honest, outshine me. And I knew more than them. And they knew and I knew more than them. So I was like, all right, cool, peace out. Never outshine the master. If someone thinks they're the master over you or they've taught you a certain thing or two and you try to outshine them, poo-poo on you. It never works. Prime example, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Had a great platform. Once he took himself out of the equation, everybody that's underneath that platform, there's only been a few heavy hitters, superstars. One guy that does reviews, I forgot the name of it, mediocre reviews, Kevin Samuels, a couple of superstars. The rest, not being disrespectful, they never had the talent level. Try to outshine the master on a panel Sunday, it doesn't work. That's why they're nowhere right now. Okay? Number one, never outshine the master. Number 5, guard your reputation with your life. Multiple times in that video, if you guys go watch that video, woman says, I am a preacher's wife. I'm happy with my life. I'm living my life off the internet. See that little viral thing that went viral last year and y'all was all crazy about it and you don't come to my channel looking for that? No, that's not what I do. Guard your reputation with your life. I am staunch on this year now on suing people. I had a lawyer recently basically get with me to talk about, oh yeah, your insurance company's supposed to do this, this, and this, and this. Let's go ahead and sue them. I'm like, let's do it. Okay? Guard your reputation with your life because it's your name. It's the only name you got. And I don't have to mention no names, but we already done seen what happened to somebody in Atlanta when somebody came on the internet and slandered him every single day. I mean, I don't even know how old boy is just not dead. I don't even know. I mean, he was literally bodying him every day, like whoop, on the internet. I don't have to say his name. You already know. I don't even have to say his name. You already know just from how much he was bodying this man. You already know. You already know. Okay. I'm just telling you. Okay. Right in that moment. Okay. Number 8, make others come to you. Make others come to you. What has Kevin Samuels done? Make others come to him. I love it. But in this moment, in this video, when y'all watch it, when somebody has something to sell, and again, I do this channel because I love it, because it's fun, but also I have something to sell, and I make no bones about it. You want to talk to me offline? It's for sale. You want to buy my courses? They for sale. You want to work with me in real estate and trading? That's for sale. Okay, that's for sale. All that's for sale. Okay? Make people come to you. Now, all these people are going to go make her new video go viral. At the end of the video, she's selling something. See, if you were a marketer like me and you've been paying attention to marketing and you've been in business for 7 years like I've been, you just watched a masterclass video where somebody sold something at the end. It's called a video sales letter. Now go look this up. I didn't make this up. This is a term that's been around for 7 years, maybe 10, maybe more. Video sales letter. Honestly, it's been around for 20 plus years. Right now, if you go in your couch and it's late at night and the TV infomercial come on talking about, hey man, you want to buy houses, no money down, no cash. 9 times out of 10, you're going to go Fortune Builders, Greg Gazzardo, whatever his name is with the book, and a couple other dudes. Why? Because they're making people come to them. You're laying on your couch, but they're going to get you to do an action to make you come to them. Oldest trick in the book. Number 9, 48 laws of power. Number 9, win through actions. Win through action. See, a lot of people out here on this internet, you don't even know who they are. You can't even verify them. You can't even verify what they've done. You don't see their resume. You ain't seeing nothing they do. This is why I'm such an advocate for LinkedIn. Now, yes, LinkedIn, you're putting your own information on there. But baby, if you put a company down that you work for that you really didn't work for, trust me, you don't want to do that. You win through action. People can tell you all the stuff in the world. Oh, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. They can be on whatever that little app is. Y'all keep inviting me. Clubhouse capping. You win through action. Not through showing your vacations. Those do work. Not through showing your cars. Not through showing your house. Not through showing your cash. Through action. Through action. Very clear. Through action. Okay. Number 18. Isolation is dangerous. Do not build a fortress and isolate yourself. This is why when people come on this internet and tell me how they are isolated and they don't talk to nobody and they don't talk to women and they just go to work and they come home and they eat their chili on the couch. Yeah, with my dog. Sir, you are traumatized. I don't know what happened to you, but you need that therapy, baby. Isolation is dangerous in every single culture and company in the world. Go to Japan, go to China, go to Korea, go any country. Go to India, any of these places. When you start Africa, when you start isolating yourself, it is a form of punishment. The community has punished you. You are ostracized. Get out of our community. That's isolation. People doing this, I'm self-opposing my isolation, Erica, because I'm just so amazing. I'm gonna isolate myself. You do know in every jail, as far as they go back 100 years, when they would isolate a prisoner, that person would go crazy. Yeah, that's when you talk about that and you brag about that. That makes me nervous. Isolation is dangerous. Don't promote that. That's creep. Number 25, laws of power 25. Recreate yourself. I just watched that woman's sales video. She just boomed at the end, recreated herself to be a platform for healers. Let me say that again. My contact's about to cut out on y'all. I'm about to get out of here. A platform for healers. Now, what does that mean, y'all? What's a platform for healers mean? Put it in the chat as I try to get this contact back in. Put in it. Come on, eyeball. Stay with me. Come on, y'all. Put it in the chat. What does a platform for healers mean? I'm creating a platform for healers. If you go Google and look on the internet, there's a book by the girl that's playing Full House called A Case for Kindness. There's a lot of books talking about kindness. There's a Black woman who wrote a book called Be Sweet Honey. I did her interview with her on the channel. There is this open space for healers. Ayana fixed my life, even though she ain't fixed nobody's life. I'm so sick of that. She's classified as a healer. We have a lot of people out here traumatized. And so if you make a platform for healers, we're going to come on there and work on healing you. And they don't mean no Christian healing. They mean like, I'm going to speak power to you. I'm going to motivate you. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to uplift you. I'm going to speak nice words to you. Why is that so important? Let me tell you why it's so important. Right now, I'm in a luxury apartment complex. There is a woman in the parking lot right now, as I speak to you, sleeping in her car. Now, at first I was like, I called off. I said, excuse me, this is Miss Erica. Somebody is in their car out here and y'all need to get on this. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's a tenant. Come to find out, her adult son and his wife live upstairs in a 1-bedroom. Let me say that again. This is a luxury apartment complex. Her adult son and his wife live upstairs in a 1-bedroom. Clearly, this 50-year-old white woman, that's what I said, white woman, is trying to not have to be too much of a burden on them. So sometimes she accidentally falls asleep in the car out here. And first thing I thought is, what? Let's move it down a couple money notches and move over a couple apartments so we can at least have a 2-bedroom. 2, if I was a son and I wanted my mom to leave, I'd stay in my 1-bedroom. Number 3, this is already the signs of the economy cracking. This woman has a nice, almost new car. And in my mind, first thing I'm thinking is if I have to live here with my adult son and his wife, I would be working. I'd be delivering food. I'd be doing something. But I literally got out of my car and looked over. She's just looking on her phone in her car, watching, videos on YouTube in the car. And I want to go, girl, if you don't go get busy about your life and stop hurting your eyes, because if you ever try to look at your cell phone in the car, you'll hurt your eyes. You need a whole iPad. Now imagine being 50-something and you in the car doing it. Woman, go on where you got to go. I don't know if you got a problem with your husband or what's going on. But I wouldn't be sitting in the car when it's 30-something degrees in Texas. Just being very, very, very clear. Okay? Number 28. Interaction with boldness. That video was bold. Why? Because you never outshine the master. You never attack down. Let me be very clear. Really quickly. I want y'all to understand this. In the 48 laws of power, what you have to understand about sales and marketing, if you feel you are above somebody, you do not attack down. And you guys already know who I'm talking about in Atlanta. When he responded, that was what you're done. Because you're responding down. You are elevating that other person to your equal when you respond down. So let me be very clear. If I was in someone's advisory position, I would say, do not respond. Do not engage. Because now you will elevate that person to your equal, or you will elevate that person to above you. Prime example, 50 Cent, Ja Rule. Who won that? Who came out on top? Who became the man? I'm giving y'all rap referrals because that's kind of where you guys sometimes are. You're like, who, what, how? You never respond down. If you're winning, you look forward and you keep winning. You don't stop and you don't turn around. Every time O'Shea comes back and does a live and talks about it, I'm like, no, O'Shea, you're winning now. Keep going forward. They now see you controlled that spear, whether they want to be honest or not. You made those panels. You made that channel. You made that what it is. Everybody else is a straggler and a reviewer. Only 4 or 5 of them came out as true individual characters who could handle and hold down a channel that brings in hundreds of thousands of views. Again, I'll say what I say. Kevin Samuels, super sly. King Nick, the mediocre reviews guy. I mean, I'm murdering his name, but I'm not trying to be a jerk. Right? You never hear Coca-Cola talking about Pepsi. Thank you. Pepsi stay talking about Coca-Cola though, don't it? All the time. All the time. Okay? You do not attack down. You look for it, you're already winning. There's a million people doing what Dave Ramsey does. But guess who you remember? Dave Ramsey. There's a million people being a Grant Cardone. But who do you remember? Grant Cardone. The Wolf of Wall Street. They're like, see, the Wolf of Wall Street, he beat Grant. He embarrassed him. He's the better salesman. Wolf of Wall Street's worth negative $300 million because of all the crime he did. Grant Cardone's about to be a billionaire. Who won that? Never respond down. Hold on a second, y'all. That contact was done. We're done. We're done with that contact. We're one-eyed Susie for the rest of the night. We're done. Okay? Is it buffering? Refresh your page. If it's buffering, refresh your page, honey. All right. What's my next one? 30. Wait a minute. Now I took my contact out, y'all. It's terrible. Oh no. Can't see. Dang it. Hold on a second. Okay, see it now. Sorry, responding to somebody. My bad. All right. Law 35. Master the art of timing. Time is an artificial concept. Never seem in a hurry, right? Sometimes I come on here, I'm in a hurry. I gotta go. Hurrying betrays lack of control. Okay? Hurrying. Oh, I gotta rush. Lack of control. That's why when you go talk to people and they're trying to sell their house, you're convinced. Your conviction is stronger than them. You want to buy their house, but you're never in a hurry. You create a sense of urgency, but you're never in a hurry. Seeing patient, as if you know everything will come eventually. Prime example, this is how I know y'all suck at sales and communication. Most of what I see Kevin doing is he'll let someone talk and let them talk just a little bit, enough to be patient. Yeah. Why do you think that is? What's your weight and dress size? Again, give the people the rope to drop their own neck. Master the art of timing. Some of y'all just need to master communication. There's a simple technique called mirroring. If I say, hey, how's your day? You go, good. And then you say what? How is yours? I've run into people, so many people who are like, good, and just stand there like a monkey. A monkey even knows mirroring, baby. That's basic communication. When you look at people, you figure out why are their life the way they are. They lack basic communication. Number 39. Laws of power. 48 laws of power. Stir up the water to catch fish. People come on YouTube to do what? Stir up the water to catch fish. What are they catching? I've actually have several people in my YouTube class who, some are like on it. There are some people who just want to be talking heads. For what? To what end? To feel validation from the internet? I don't need this validation from this internet. I'm on here to sell things. That's it. And when things did not sell, I would not be here. Let me be clear. As Obama says, if things did not sell, I would not be here. I'd be somewhere else. That's just is what it is. You stir up the water to catch fish. So if you're coming on YouTube, doing 5 and 8 hour hangouts, StreamYard don't even, you have to literally pay Premiere for StreamYard to do 5 to 8 hours. For what? For what? That's not winning, okay? That's not a good look. I'm going on an hour and I'm about to lose some of y'all. You know how I know? Because the attention span of most Americans, they're like, I love what you're saying, but I can't match. I couldn't make my mind go past an hour. And also I lose most of you at an hour. Why? Because you have families, you have wives, you have husbands, you have boyfriends, you have people who love you. You have to go live in the real world. You got people out here on social media going from channel to channel to channel to channel to channel all night long in these live community spaces. Why? Because people desire community. One, people attracted to cult-like personalities. That's just what it is. And number 3, they don't have no outside life going on. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep a spade a spade. Part of why I make the events where I meet y'all in person is so y'all come out the house and I come out the house too. Like, hey, what's up? Let's meet in person. Let's meet in Atlanta. Let's meet in Florida. Let's meet in Maryland. And also, I know the money is made in person. Belly to belly is what they call it. A lot of these masterminds that I'm going to next year, people are like, oh, you're going to masterminds where people are breathing air without masks, Erica? Yes. Because money's where people are. People are where money is. Okay? You think the bank was hard last year getting money? You think credit cards are hard this year getting credit cards? Honey, next year is going to be a bloodbath you've never seen in your whole life. They're going to make sure you want to buy something, you want to buy a house, you want to buy a car, you want. Let me show me your money you've been making for 3 years. Show me your credit score for the past 3 years. Some of y'all are not ready for what I'm trying to say about next year. Okay. And the last one, I think it was the other one, 41. Okay, law of 48 laws of power, law 41 and law 41. You need the ability to fill a vacuum, a void, per se. What did we just see play out with both of these people? She's getting ready to fill the void of healers. Come with the healers. Get yourself feeling good, sounding good, motivated, encouraged. Don't worry, sis, you can do it. Okay? Right? Don't worry, brother, you can do it. Okay? The void on the other side is, it's effed up out here. Things are bad. These women suck. These dudes are weird. There's voids on both sides. And they're catering to those voids. Again, Dave Ramsey, Grant Cardone, Grant Cardone, you need to make more money. Who cares what we spending? Make more money. Dave Ramsey, just conserve what you have. You know, because Billy Bob, all you gonna ever make all your life is $35,000. So if you just pay off all your debt, Billy Bob, you can live well. But let's keep it a buck. He's right. And Grant's right. Billy Bob pays off all his debt, keeps his used pickup truck, stays in a reasonable 1980s, 1990s house in a middle town, not in the middle of a major city. He'll be okay. That's just proof in the pudding. That's just historically. So again, you need to have the ability, and what she just did was a masterclass, y'all. I'm not even joking. Fill a vacuum, fill the space, dominate the space, create the space. When O'Shea took a break, a void was created. And it shook out all these people doing mediocre content. Let's just be honest. And then boom, here you have Kevin filling that void. Now, what should people do in this situation? What should they do? Erica, why do people care about what he's doing? Because they have not cultivated their business enough. Cultivate where's the grass the greenest? In your garden. Cultivate your group. Cultivate things to sell to them. Cultivate things to encourage them. Get them to events. Take them places. Do things. Create Facebook groups. I mean, I don't know how much more to break it down to y'all, but there's several things you can do. Again, thank you so much, guys. Thank Bonsa NQ for the $10. $10 for me saying they stand there like a monkey. That's what they do. They stand there like a monkey. I want you to understand, you have to cultivate. If you're going to be in this internet space, you have to cultivate yourself. You have to be improving yourself. There's a guy called Angry Therapist. Again, he's Asian. Again, this channel has all kind of people that watch it and attend it and buy things from me. Angry Therapist. He's Asian. He got divorced 9 years ago. Start talking. He was angry. Talking about men, talking about women, talking about Asian men not being respected as being strong. He's fighting. He's wrestling. He's being super muscular. All this other things, right? Now, he's 42. I think he's 42. And he just got with a somewhat younger girl, not too much younger, and had a baby. And he's like, it's never too late. You can dance, you can sing, you can try again. You can do new things. That man, I want y'all to let me tell you something. He has a text list. Take a guess how many people are on that text list, y'all. They're paying $5 a month to be on this list. Take a guess how many people are on that text list, you guys. Put it in the comment. Take a number guess of how many people are on his text list. Take a guess. Take a big old guess. Put your guess in the comments so I can see them. I know it's a 30-second delay, but I just want y'all. Okay, are y'all starting to answer in there? Okay. Some of y'all numbers said 1,000, 25,000 people, 25,500, 25,500. In his text communication, I'm pretty sure it's 10,000 people right now. Probably be more before next year. Next year will be crazy. So 10,000 people times $5 a month. That's $50,000 a month. I can assure you, just his text notifications alone is more than whatever therapist you think is making out there. He wrote a book too, How to Be Single on Purpose. Why am I bringing this up to you? Because there are men who are listening to this angry therapist man who's divorced, went through that angry stage, came out the other side, dancing, happy, stronger, fighter, rides a motorcycle, got a woman, had a baby, had a daughter. Okay? Now, maybe many people will say, well, Erica, you put in the title about trauma bonding. Unfortunately, what you're seeing visually out here is trauma bonding. When you see the police shootings, and I've got friends who are white who are like, oh my God, Erica, they just shot another man. I'm like, honey, I didn't even watch the video because I can't. Mentally, I can't. I don't have time to trauma bond with you right now. It's horrible what we just witnessed, yes, but I'm not going to watch it because I don't have time to trauma bond with you, right? That's an extreme example. Another example is I've been hurt. Someone hurt me, and I'm mad with all of them. That's a trauma bonding. What you're saying is trauma-based. It's trauma-based. See, because if it was about you doing your own thing, you wouldn't even be talking about women. You'd be talking about, hey, who's in a motorcycle club in here? Who's doing this? Who's going to the car show? Who's climbing the mountain? Who's going hiking next week? Who's golfing next week? Who's doing this next week? It would be about alternate things, but you guys share a same past. Trauma bonding. Trauma bonding. People in these bad relationships where, let's just go for it, Will Smith, Jada Smith. It's a trauma bond, baby. They both been through things. They did things. They hit each other. They've been bad to each other. Hey, it's a business, baby. Marriage ain't just love. It's also a business. Just being honest. They get in these echo chambers. You're right. There you go. Echo chambers. Where they hear a confirmation bias. Instead of hearing, all they heard from Rebecca Lynn Pope is, I quit being a matchmaker because women were unrealistic and it was exhausting. She could have also just said, hey, I'm a woman. And if I market myself to millionaire men and help them find a woman, I'll make more money. Now, I'm not knocking her. Sweetheart, you the best. If you see this video, you the best. But that's all she had to say. Yeah, I work with women and women are unrealistic. Honestly, men make more money and I can get more money from men who had trouble because in America, we've compartmentalized our lives. Who's working his butt off. He's just hyper focused. And let me be very honest. I know lots of high energy salesmen who are calling 100+ people a day. Some of their girlfriends I've seen them get over the years are not the best because sometimes they just happen to be at a bar. They just happen to do something when they're tired. Let me be very clear. You don't make good decisions when you're tired. That's just the honest truth. Some of these women get out here in the world and they get tired, so they don't make a great decision. Same thing when it comes to finances. Some of y'all are just tired and you're like, Erica, you trying to convince me to start a business? I'm tired. Eric, I'm trying to convince you to go do a tech. I can't do it. It's got math. I'm tired. Right? Do you understand what I'm saying? People are tired. So instead of thinking, man, in 5 years, I'm going to be real tired, people make short-term decisions. So again, 48 laws of power. Come on now. Now I'm going to read off your comments because you guys have been here. Thank you so much. Listen, make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for super chatting. Thank you for cash apping me. I bring this channel to you. I try to bring you the best. And I had one contact come out because I'm done with it. So let me see if I can finish through some of this. But I just wanted to make sure y'all saw that. But again, Dave Ramsey, business owners will do what they want in this economy for the next 2 to 3 years. People that stuck in this trauma bonding phase where I'm going to just go over here. You know, I'm just going to get in the van. I'm going to do van life. I can't afford it no more. I'm going to just go over here to this smaller town. It's cheaper. I just can't. Trauma bonding. Trauma bonding. Number one thing I used to hate when I lived in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It wasn't the soldiers. It wasn't the city. It wasn't the lack of activities. There was always something to do. It was the constant complaining from the people who parents left them behind. Let me say that again. I didn't hate Fayetteville. I didn't hate Fort Bragg. I hated interacting with people who felt like they were stuck there. Oh, Fayetteville sucks. It's a black hole. I'm just stuck here. When there were other people in the town who were making money, having businesses, living a great life, enjoying the city. Again, I'm stuck here. So they were trying to trauma bond with me and I wasn't on that trauma. I'm not stuck here in Fayetteville. My family owns properties here. We own rooms here. We doing fine. We go to the beach. We live our great life. And so what you have to understand is that's in many ways. People are trying to bond out here in many ways. When I go into Facebook groups and everybody's like, oh my God, my cousin, my brother, my mom, somebody asked me to co-sign a car for them. And then it's hundreds of comments underneath it. They're trauma bonding. Yeah, girl, it's a shame. Me too. Me too. Me, you, me too. Do you understand what's happening out here? That's trauma bonding. Something bad happened to me. And then something had happened to everybody. Okay. Come get up. Deal with your... Come on. So again, that's what you're seeing. And people float towards communities. They float towards sectors. You have to determine very clearly, where do you want to float? Because you will float into some mess. So when I ask y'all on here to write a list of 150 people you know and where you're trying to go and what you're trying to do, you can be in one room with people and everybody in there is married with kids and a baby, and you're like, damn, I'm behind. You go in a room over here, everybody's 35 and loose and fancy free, working in sales, making a ton of money, going out on vacations, snowboarding, skiing. 2 different rooms. Right? So again, hit the like button, support the channel. Your girl tries to bring the fire every day. I just want you to understand that 48 laws of power I just broke down to y'all, that is sales and marketing and advertising in a cluster. Okay? I'm going to go over some of your comments here. See what we got here up in here. Some people, yes. Some people may float relationship to relationship. But yeah, we're not going to go all... Here's somebody in here crying about mask. We're not crying about that, baby. We over that. Let me see some of y'all Dave Ramsey comments because I know they funny. Let's see what y'all put in here. He'd rather be broke on the dole. That's what he was. Yeah. He'd rather be broke. Don't pull a Breakfast Club. Let's see. Oh, okay. I see some people in here. Block a user. Blocked. Get out of here. Oh my God, ballerina girl. Many of their family members may get COVID and die. Or maybe 99.99% of their family members will recover from a common cold and be okay. Thank you. Thank you. Why am I reading like that? Because I'm amazing. That's why. Dramatic effect. I came ready for it today. I don't play. They don't wash their hands. Y'all think I'm joking? Timothy, they don't wash their hands, baby. It's scientific proven, baby. They ain't washing their hands. Melee 3000. He shouldn't have had. I mean, this man has a multi-floor, 7-floor building. They shouldn't have been there. And all these different floors and all these different places. Sir, stop. Stop. You sound crazy. You sound crazy, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, No Blood. I try. If Brad wants to dry snitch, he can come to Michigan to be locked down / be safe. And I'll gladly trade with him and go to Tennessee. Agent J. Poole, honey, these people out here. I mean, literally, Bill Gates came on and was like, yeah, we might need to be in the house for 2 years. After you've already seen, and a majority of people have seen, a bunch of the country, kids are going to school physically. Fine. People going to work, people doing stuff. This is the desire for someone to tell them what to do. We have a lot of Americans who are like, just tell me what to do, Erica. I'm tired. Okay, I can go sit in my house for 2 years and not work. Yeah, that's a good ideal. What? If you don't get up off that crack you're smoking, they're smoking crack out here, y'all. I don't know if they're putting it in the water, but this is crack that people are smoking. They are. Listen, they already did that survey that people are only changing their sheets 3 times a year. Okay. Then they did a survey that 37% of people were not washing their legs in the shower. They were just letting the water run down. Think about that now. Not physically touching their legs, just letting the water run down. These are probably the same people that water run down their backside, but that's enough. I won't go there. Rich whites be hosting parties in San Diego and everybody else is on lockdown. I'm telling you, this is what you're going to see more of. They move different. Again, I remember I was telling somebody about not rushing out to go buy the car, when you make a lump sum of money. Oh, I'm gonna bump that, Erica. That's crazy. I'm gonna buy the car. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm just saying, if you know anything about taxes, and you know anything about how taxes work, let them tell you, around the roundabout number you might need to be deducted. Again, people aren't smart enough to follow, but I'll leave it alone. More than there's a right pursuit of happiness, it's unconstitutional. If you come out and say today, we're in martial law and you have to stay in the house and we're coming to take your guns and stuff. I mean, they would have a fight of their life. This is boiling the frog, where you put the frog in the cold water and you start turning up the heat. Again, the government won't force you to take anything. This will be the airplanes. See how the airplanes are forcing you to wear the mask the whole plane ride, and how you can't go here and you can't go there. You can only come if you have paperwork saying you got your shot. Alaska charging you $300 to get there. When you get there, you ain't got no paper. Hawaii quarantining you for 2 weeks. London's about to get real harsh, they said. Come on now. Make sure you're paying attention. Ballerina girl. The White House. See, the White House, they spread it. Go ahead, girl. God bless you. Get that vitamin C, honey. You'll be okay. Team Android for life. For life. Apple doesn't control me. Hey, Floyd, I'm gonna be flying them regardless they on the plane or not. Let's see. Stephanie, that story still bothers me, but I understand when you're trying to feed your family, you're trying to do something drastic, you'll do something that drastic. A lot of people get laid off right before Christmas. I love it. Online, everybody's rich, right? Everybody in these little clubhouses everybody's so rich. Again, actions. Win through your actions. Come show me. Who is calling me this late? Oh, I know who that is. Anyway. Oh yeah, them journalists is getting real loose. Even Atlanta, private expensive parties are going on daily. If he didn't need to be there, he wouldn't have been. Boop, boop, boop. That part. He needed that check. Be quiet. Take that check. Oh, Lord, it's jumping. Where is this at? Where am I at? I'm gonna be funny. Uh-oh. Never mind. I don't know, Joshua. I don't know because I have some masterminds I'm attending so far. I may not do it. Some people here are concerned. They're like, don't do any more events. People are going to get sick. And, oh, gosh. Thank you guys for the cash apps. Thank you, Mr. Smith. You at work right now. There you go. See, they be at work on the computer. I need face-to-face interaction. It just is what it is. Take zinc and vitamin D. Workout if you don't have serious effort. You'll be okay. Listen, I got on some zinc. Feeling amazing right now. I mean, let's be really honest. If you watch that video, it is a video sales letter 101. There was a stream of motion, stream contest, the selling at the end. I was like, oh my God, this woman is an actress. This woman just did a 101 hop, skip, jump, and cut you in your leg on the back way. Because what happens if I cut you enough, you're going to mention me in your videos. And right now, all the men I saw in her comment space just spamming it like, oh, what happened to you? You were on our side. And she literally said in her video, because I made one video where I told women they were asking for too much and their expectations were unrealistic. You don't know who you're talking to. She even said it. They don't know who she's talking to. Jess. Oh, peer-to-peer lending's been off the chain for the past 10 years because banking was been ridiculous. I remember this guy telling me he had made $1 million and his credit score was 600, and he said they did not want to give him this loan. They asked him, why do you need it? It don't matter why. I'm asking you for it. I mean, it's crazy. You had to learn that on your job. What did you have to learn? Never outshine the master? Something about this year has made me put my foot down. People selling on the internet. Again, yes. Again, you have to check people's resume, right? Let them be open and honest, what they're going through, what they do. Again, that's why I'm always documenting, like, hey, document my journey. Hey, like if this didn't make any money, this online didn't make any money, I'd start wholesaling. I'd start calling. I'd start getting my painting company back up. I start getting other stuff moving. I'd push Justin and Jordan to make more ads. We need more ads to get more money in for our remodeling business. This isn't the end all be all. And you need to make sure you're listening to people who have real business in the real world. That's why when I told y'all, Rebecca Lynn Pope's first job is not being a healer platform. Government contract. Didn't get any other ones. First one, $5 million out the gate. Networking. Being in the right rooms in Atlanta. Come on. It's a different level and people don't understand what they're seeing right now, but you just saw master level chess. M. Sway, it's perfect. Every day I get a text from him. This really thought-provoking quote. Think good thoughts today, blah, blah, blah. Restart your life. Stay calm. I mean, like, literally, I'm like, well, I don't mind this text coming on my phone with all the other crazy texts I have. This is actually a refreshing text. I'll keep letting it go for $5. $5, people let things rock on autopilot for $5 for years. That's why when I be getting mad on her, be like, you claiming fraud on me for $10? Girl, bye. Take your 10. Run with it. That's crazy. What's up, Mr. Shelley? Oh, listen, if he gets, let's be really honest, if he had a text email list of 100,000 people at $5, that's $500,000. Now you're gonna pay a lot of money for your the text subscription at that point, a lot of money. But it'll be nothing in comparison to making $500,000 a month. And then once you talk about, let's say you have 100,000 people that are on your text list and you sell your book, he's got 3 or 4 books. You sell your book to, let's say, 20% of the audience. So 20,000 people buy your book for, let's just say, $20. You're talking about you just made 400,000 off book sales. And this man's in California. Just letting you know. Xanatos Clutch. Save the drama. Sorry, I got to do it right. Save the trauma bonding for the social reject guys and ego inflated broads. I have a lot of boy cousins and the stuff they say cracks me up. And so some of the comments y'all have cracked me up. The rest of us are busy on purpose and on money and living our life. I'm learning how to ride my motorcycle and I'm in a motorcycle group. And there's women in there who have been like riding for years. They're like, girl, bye. And then there's guys who are just nice guys. Like, you want me to ride beside you because you got a little baby motorcycle and it's going to go slow. You want me to ride beside you? Yes, please. Thank you. Right? Because if I fall, I'm going to be by myself. It's called go outside of a life outside. The reason I'm in the pilot class, there's old dudes in that pilot class. Crack me up. Some of the wealthiest dudes you'll ever meet in your life. Wearing those daggone white sneakers. Okay? You got to understand, like, you got to get outside here, folks. Ooh, that is a word. Decision fatigue. I love that word. That's perfect. M. Sway, I want to super chat you $5. I try. She played her role very well. I want y'all to watch that video, not because I want you to be brainwashed on what she's saying. I reached out to 10 other business leaders in our community in different places. And I said, did y'all see this video? They were like, yes, she slayed. That was perfect marketing. We all said the same thing. It was perfect marketing. Killing it. Stop it, Floyd. You're going to make me be banned from Atlanta. But again, I tell you, Atlanta has a lot of flash and show and look at me. Same with Dallas. Again, looks can be deceiving. I want y'all to look back behind that curtain. Ooh, right there. Folks want to call to complain, but get defensive when you want to give them advice on what next to do. See, because really what they wanted to do is trauma bond with you and complain about people. And again, even if Kevin Samuels gave every single woman, hey, you know what you need to do, honey? Work out. Let's get you a makeover. Let's make you look better. They ain't calling for that. They're calling to complain that it's not fair. And I'll be very honest. I'm going to be very honest. I know several really nice young men from our church, different groups that are just nice guys. And I'm trying to be careful on this. They're not ugly. They have decent jobs. Their social skills ain't great. Their communication ain't that. It's not like smooth, you know? And in 1980s and 1990s and early 2000s, those guys would have been married. Somebody would have married them, went on down the road and called it a day. But because you got to be able to hook them in now, again, remember the laws of power here. Law number 8, make them come to you. A lot of these women out here showing some bait. They throwing the bait out and people are like, woof, 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 woof. It's just what it is, right? So if you're a man, you need some bait, right? So again, and I know something's, thank you so much. Bitter balls. That's what it is. Bitter balls. There's just some super talented people out here, and there's some super bitter people. You know what? They never do. They never finish that in the group. Oh, I know. They love saying that. That's why I'm a loner. Nothing's wrong with small towns. If you watch any of my previous videos, Chica Boom, which I don't know if you're always paying attention when you're watching this, but what the first, second, and third wave of people in this economic reset, new world order, whatever you want to call it, the van life people, the people sleeping in their car, all these people are resetting themselves to move further out because they just can't afford California. They can't afford a major city. They have to go. And this is where people get me very upset. Oh, Erica, we're overpopulated. We're overcrowded. There's no affordable housing. This is a lie. Drive 45 minutes from your city. If you're in Atlanta right now, drive 45 minutes out. It's affordable. If you're in Raleigh, North Carolina, drive 45 minutes out. It's affordable. Drive 30 minutes out. Drive 25 minutes out. It's affordable. Charlotte, go 25 minutes out. Suburbs. It's affordable. Oh, Erica, they need to have better affordable housing in Charlotte. It's not affordable. No, there will no longer ever in the history of Charlotte be $400 rent for Ricky and Bobby to just walk downtown. I'm sorry. No, that will not ever come back. That won't come back. Let it go. I know it's harsh. I'm so harsh. How dare I? You know, people need to be able to have good transportation. I get all that. You're not going to rent $400 rent downtown anymore. It's not happening. Sorry. I'm real sorry about you. Okay? So again, nothing wrong with small towns. A lot of people need to actually relocate themselves to smaller towns and be satisfied with that. Mental health, very important. Very important. Michelle West, I'm just trying to do a good show here. I'm just trying to be honest and be truthful. I think there's a lot of area out here. Life is about relationships. You can't get away from it. Embrace the joy. Bask in the prosperity. Yes, Cam. Yes, Big Money Growth Life. Agent J Poole out here getting the virus, had the virus, survived the virus. Come on. Come on. If I was that food server, I would be trying to listen real close on how they're making money. Yeah. People want control and not freedom. I agree. People are followers. Listen, people don't be washing them bodies. Yes, they did a survey out of like 6,000 people, and the average person only changed their sheet 3 times a year. That's nasty. Oh, honey, that's nasty. See, that's my thing out the restaurants. You got to make sure people wash their hands. The wealthy do move differently. My local mentor, one who owns 30 units in town and a bar in OKC, working on a 600-acre house, 600-acre upscale house, plus country club with 4 others. No debt in the deal either. Mm-hmm. What else y'all got in here? I know other shows are getting ready to start. I'm gonna lose some of y'all, and that's okay. Yes, bed bugs be popping. US just split into territories. Well, let me be honest, Chicka Boom. If you've been watching this channel, which just doesn't sound like you do often, but the country is very regional. America has always been a regional kind of place. We've never been like all the same. Suburbs are like the only thing that kind of makes America all the same everywhere you go. What brand of zinc do I take? It's a blue one I got from GNC. It's liquid. I only do liquid vitamins ever since I got sick, and a lot of people sent me like Dr. Seba, which Dr. Seba stuff is pill form, but everything else I take is liquid. Honey, Big Money Girl, she pulled off, and I'm gonna tell y'all, listen, the platform for healers. I watch it, watch it, watch it. I promise you. Oh, yeah, see that, but R. Jones, that's all the people doing reviews on her from over a year ago when she went viral. And that's the power of viral. How does never outshine the master apply as far as competition goes? So if somebody, let's go Star Wars, because I guess I wasn't clear enough. Maybe Star Wars, Anakin was better. He just was. Darth Vader, which his name is Darth Vader eventually. He was better, but his pride and the mentality, like, I know I'm better than the master. I'm going to fight you, even though I'm at a disadvantage from below. And he literally said, I have higher ground. Don't do it. Psha! Tried to outshine the master. Legs got cut off. Right? Arm too. If you see Star Wars, you know that, right? But the point of that whole thing happening like that is if somebody is mentoring you and teaching you and you're under their wing, again, a lot of people think they're teaching me and mentoring me. I'm sorry. No, you're not. I've been on YouTube longer than you. I've been doing this for years. I have an actual YouTube business. Some of y'all just have a YouTube show. Some of y'all out here just talking to people. I'm out here making it convert. We're not the same. This could go away tomorrow and I will still receive YouTube checks in various formats. Do you see what I'm saying? So again, never outshine the master. If somebody is teaching you, mentoring you, and you outshine them, usually what happens is those relationships can't make it because most people mentally cannot take you outshining them. If at one point they viewed you as beneath them, and I'm experiencing this right now, right this moment, where people thought they were, I know how to do this. I can do this myself. Come back a year later, Erica, oh man, I need help with this. Oh, you do? No, you knew what you were doing. You don't need me. You know what you were doing, baby. You got it. You don't need me. You thought you were smarting me. No, go ahead. Thank you for the $5 Kayla Cottrell. Thanks for sharing your knowledge and wisdom. I appreciate it. Thank you for the cash app. And what you have to understand is outshine the master is not a competition thing. Unfortunately, a lot of people think they're peers with people who've done more than them. And it's just not true. If someone's mentoring you, okay, teaching you, when you start winning through action, which is flaws number 9, win through action, that's when you elevate to peer. When you start taking action, you start building a business. There are some people who've started in my classes in here that they've done so well. I'm like, yes, that was my student. Look at them. They got their own business. They're making money. Their YouTube channel's thriving. Yes. Right? That's peer. That's peer level. There's several people who, there's literally a pharmacist out in Florida. I helped him buy 6 rental properties. Then he bought 10 more. Is he still under me? Heck no. It's peer, beyond peer. So again, win through action. I know people keep talking about it's a moped. It's a motorcycle. Dare you? Always search the oldest video. Go back and see where people started, man. Oh, the pink pill. Yes, very, very good example. The student has now outshined the master. And now the master is trying to adapt and change and do all these things. It does happen. Kelvin, they really are. It's really crazy. Let's see what else y'all got in here. I'm gonna have to wrap it up now. We've been going for an hour 30. Good gracious, we're going too long. Yeah, again, 3 times a year. Oh my gosh. I remember, I'm gonna just be very honest. We've had people on staff that don't wash their hands after the bathroom. I've had to comment about that. Just people really don't. You never fight down, ever. You act like somebody talking about me. And again, the guy in Atlanta, when he responded back, he lost all high ground. And then he was in the mud with the pigs. She was super smooth. She did it. Sorry, you guys. I ran outside. And then I washed my hair, so it's cold. So lightsaber. I'm a little bit of a nerd. Have you ever heard of Pirates of Silicon Valley? I didn't watch it, but I did see it was on there. Oops, sorry. I'm really sorry. CDC A8. Honestly, religious petition. Make sure you have a really high skill level. If you're a nurse, I want y'all to be very careful. Watch how they're going to make nurses take these shots, and doctors are somehow not going to take them. I can tell you this right now. I already know one kid who's doing residency in New York, and he's like, "Oh, we don't have to take them. The nurses do, though." It's called leverage. They know the doctor will walk. The doctor will leave. You don't have to stay. Yep. Listen, there's a scene, Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, he talks about his product being better, but Gates outselling him. And that right there where I have the better product doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's why Grant Cardone this year, y'all like, why you keep talking about him? Because he's a master. You just watched a master let go of people, wiggle them a row, get on a TV show, and make the most sales ever. This is true. Gatekeeping is real. This is very true. Y'all need to have a powwow soon. Best stream to date. Why? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all the monies and the coins as well. You guys have very much supported the channel. Let me see here. Voice of reason. Thank you. Never bite the hand that feeds you. Never. So anyway, again, Jordan Belfort, let's be honest, digging in the dirt, went to jail, came back out, made it again. You can lose everything. And again, when you start getting a certain level in business, you never lose everything. You just laterally move. And that's when you know who's really, really doing it out here. Doesn't matter if it's better. Who sells more? And that's just like saying, who's got the better car, Honda or Toyota? Who sells more? So, anyways, you guys, I've got to go. Okay, yeah. Anyway, all right, you guys. I gotta run. It's that time. But listen, you guys. Again, I hope this was educational. It was an hour and 38 minutes. I didn't mean for it to go this long, but again, so many laws here. Reputation, guarded with your life. Never outshine the master. Isolation is dangerous. Win through actions. Enter action boldly. Fill the void. You better be in there with boldness. Okay. Stir up the water to catch fish. All right. This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. If you love this video, thank you. Make sure you hit the like button after it's over. I am grateful that you guys let me come on here and talk to you and give you all this craziness, this energy, and this whatever. And if you get a chance, definitely go over to our community section where we put all kind of memes, craziness, good commentary. Hit it up with each other. Thank you guys for being here. This is your girl, Erica.